Let's head up the stairs. To the boss. Mr. Boss Man. Oh, fancy. Executive bathroom? Oh, it's locked. Wait, there's something in here. Right. Hello?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
2845.
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Chat, 2845. Dude, this is one fancy office. This is insane.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was
2845.
useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Okay, so 2845. Wait, hang on. Let me take a look around. There is nothing we can interact with.
2845.
I get it, game. Let me have a look around. And I think that's it. Can we play the piano? No. 284.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself.
Oh.
And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Dude. Mr. Game, you need to relax, okay? Relax. Are we going down? Oh. It's not gonna restart, is it? Again? No.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Let's find out why. Colin, welcome back. Happy Friday. Good to see you, buddy. How are you? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I'm a bit confused.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay. Mind control. Wait, escape. Oh, we can escape. Unless...
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Wait, this is gonna kill me? Do we try anyways? I'm a sleepy boy. I didn't sleep well at all. Thankfully, it's weekend, so I can chill now. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Not being able to sleep is the worst. Hopefully you can get some good rest during the weekend.
Shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
But I feel like you're tricking me, Mr. Game. Okay? I want to find out...
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Okay, I mean... I guess? But I don't know that yet. What if you're lying? Oh. Is that gonna kill me? Did I die? Oh,
spurred into motion, and Stanley was inched closer and closer to
Oh,
his
we're getting
end.
squished.
He reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Oh, well, okay. That's unfortunate.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator,
Oh.
as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
Who are you?
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Wait. What is going on?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
What the frick is happening? And do I still have to remember the fern?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
Oh.
Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Well, that's dark. Oh, wait, is this the game? Oh, it is. That's my office. Oh my god. And that's the two doors. Yeah. Wait, this is insane. Oh, that's my computer. Nature paintings. Uh-huh. The office, 1, 2, 3. Button sounds. Selection of sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of a keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. Wow. Fancy. Office computers. Installation. Uh-huh. Got you. Credits. Uh-huh. Left or right? Let's go left. Maintenance room. This is text. The point is to win. More endings, fewer endings. Okay. It's like a museum. Hi, Mr. Narrator Guy. I have a question for you, sir, and it's... Oh. Intense passion of my soul. Am I Stanley? Are you spying on me? I don't understand. Why? How? How is the game going? I hope it's good or better than the first one. From a cool man. Wang Yang. I would like you to keep this proposal as a top secret and delete it if you're not interested, and get back to me if you're interested for details as regards... What? What do the lights in the control room do? I really want to know. Lights in the control room. There is a skeleton inside of you. There are more skeletons in this world than humans. Oh, that is true, actually. The more you know. Will the game feature capybaras? That's a good question. Anything else? I'm Anthony, business broker. Please partner with me in a very rewarding business venture. Okay, spam. Oh, not spam. Interesting. Okay. Lounge. The apartment timer. Wait. Apartment ending. A timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. Oh. We picked up the phone too fast. What the frick is all this? Huh? Uh-huh. What? The game is now paused. Oh. Okay. Am I? Oh. Oh. Monitor. Countdown disk. Okay. Dude, I am so confused. Exit. On and off. Wait, what?
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Hello? Do I turn myself off? Is that gonna restart the game?
Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me.
Oh, now we're back here.
Save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game.
There's no
As you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time.
This game is messing with my brain. The only way to win the game is to exit the game? Hello? Game? Do I wait? This is insane. So I guess I have to restart the game. Okay, hang on. Begin the game again. Okay. So, freak. You picked the best games. Thank you, Colin. Oh, man.
A wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
One day, we will be able to see and experience weather. Okay, let's go back. We're gonna go to the left.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Right. And then we're gonna go to the boss's office. Okay. Boss's office. And this time we're not gonna go to the escape
Yet
route.
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Yes. Let's do that. Oh.
Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Oh god, he hates us. He hates the broom closet. Okay, I'm done.
Coming to a staircase,
Yeah.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
To the boss's office. The closet is my favorite part.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
What was the code
What
again?
could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind
Can I do that?
bulletins, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Oh.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Wow. Okay, so we're going down again. Okay. And this time, let's go straight ahead instead of going into the left, to the escape path.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Unless... Anyone else use AI to make sure their work email sounds professional instead of petty? The only right way to use AI. I don't think I've ever done that, to be honest. Uh-huh. Do I press the big button?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Oh. Wait, isn't this the same room we saw earlier? Yeah, we were up there. Yeah. Oh. The mind control room. Okay. CCTV.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers.
Wow.
The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Wow. That is bonkers. What does that say? I don't know. Which number am I again? 427? That one? Yes, that's my office. Spooky. Elevator?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it.
I refuse.
He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
Never.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
That can't be
Here was the
true.
proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Oh.
For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
We're shutting it down. How do I do that? We have lights and buttons. Home. Mind control status offline. Offline. Okay. Everything is offline. Console disabled. Okay. Facility powered. I'm nervous. Mind controls idle, awaiting input. Oh. I would like to send the emails saying since you all can't do your job by starting the email, here's a post email to tell you that the job is done. To call out to their bosses they aren't doing their job. You should do that, Laura. That's amazing.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
So we are supposed to turn it off. However, unless...
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yes.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do.
Uh-huh.
You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Wait, what?
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode.
What?
Eliminating the entire complex.
Wait!
How long until detonation then?
2 minutes!
Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Pause!
It's your time to shine.
What?
You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's
What?
desires. Oh,
Turn
this
it
is
off.
much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it.
No.
Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is.
The frick?
More time to talk about you, me, where we're going, what all this means. I
Press
barely
any
know
key.
where to start.
No.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them.
Blue
I turned off the
3?
machine. I set you free.
Blue 3.
Of course,
Blue?
that was merely in this instance of
Blue
the story.
3.
Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside.
Stop.
Or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense
Activate
of everything,
button.
take back the control wrested away
Blue
from you. It's
1. What?
rich.
I
almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm
Incorrect.
enjoying this so much.
What the f...
You know what? To hell with it. I'm
5.
going to put some extra time.
Wait, where's 1?
Why not? These are precious additional
Game,
seconds.
stop talking.
Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you
4?
have no idea where you're going or
1,
what
2?
you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something
Where's
in this
the
room was
third
capable
one?
of turning
Am I
you on?
blind?
I mean, look at you. Running from button to button.
What is that?
screen
Oh,
to
God.
screen, clicking
You
on
have 3
every little
attempts
thing in this
remaining.
room.
5.
These numbered buttons. No, these colored ones.
3.
Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything. Something here
Anything?
will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this
Button
video
hint.
game could be
Activate button
one
hint.
solved? Do you have any
What does that
idea
say?
what your purpose in this place is?
It's shaking. Blue, which blue?
You're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every
This is
moment that
this
you're
is insane.
powerless, to see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first. So
Goodbye, employee 427.
take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left.
Yeah, I get that. I don't know how to do this. Is this even possible? I don't think it is.
Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count.
10,
or don't.
9,
It's all the same to me.
8,
All a part of the
7,
And believe me,
6,
I will be laughing at
5,
every second of your
4,
inevitable life from the
3.
moment we fade in
Well,
until the moment I say,
I tried.
happily ever after.
Okay, I tried. Frick me, man. Okay, let's turn the machine off this time. How about that? Let's turn the machine off and see what happens. Frick.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself.
That's not
He
true.
constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided
No,
to
the
go up to
broom
his
closet.
boss's office, hoping he might find an answer
How
there.
dare you, Mr. Game? Hi. It's the best room. Oh, man.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
He
office.
locked our closet. He did.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a
I don't
living
remember the
soul
game. I mean, the
anywhere.
game. The code.
Could he really be all alone?
I was reading Eek's
This
message
was
at the
too
same
much for
time.
Stanley to
Who
take,
wants a
too
Steam
much
game?
for any
What are you
man
on
to
about,
take.
Eek?
He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs,
Half
the guttural
sobs.
retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going.
No.
Here on the floor, he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk.
Oh.
What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future? Alas, it was not. For although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, it had been assigned a 4-digit code so devious and so random that no man could ever hope to guess it. 2845. Statistically, nearly impossible to guess blindly, ever.
However.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on
Wow.
the keypad, Stanley
Welcome
happened
in,
to
Dia.
input
Happy
the correct
Friday. How are
code
you?
By sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay, this time we're gonna turn the machine off, alright? Gonna turn it off. And we got this.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Unless... Nah, not this time. Okay, so now we have to do this all over again.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
And then the cameras.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
Oh,
Their
fired.
true nature revealed. Each bore the number
Fired.
of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Where freedom meant nothing. I used to love that game, 7 Days to Die.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
No. Never.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
Never.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Control.
I'm sure there is a way to actually shut it down.
Or sad,
By
or
pressing all the
content,
buttons in the right order,
eating,
but
working, all of
I
it
couldn't
monitored
figure
and
it out.
commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Once and for all. Okay, I guess we just have to shut it down. See what happens. Unless... No. We're gonna shut it down. 3, 2, 1.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Am I free?
Yes. He had won.
Oh, I won.
He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Probably a few,
Where
huh?
had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
That's
No
deep.
longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Wow. This game is giving me trust issues. Are we sure we won? There's only one way to find out. Is this freedom? Hello?
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Oh, we're happy. Best ending ever.